Let's talk about XP, because I think this is really important. We brought it up 2 weeks ago when we did the Windows XP security alert that we did. We talked about raw sockets a little bit. We did it with Steve Gibson, who has been the most vocal guy about raw sockets. Raw sockets is the capability built into XP and NT and 2000 and Unix to create a spoofable packet of data that cannot be traced back to the origin.
Now, I think it's fair for me to say many of the people out there, many of the people here in the live audience, when we heard the whooshing noise when you said spoofable socket.
It means that you can create an attack that can't be traced back to you.
Well, can't you do that already?
No, because packets normally have information about where they came from. Raw sockets allow you to do otherwise. In Windows XP, most raw sockets is set up so that you have to be administrator or root to do it. In Windows XP, almost all of us use the machine as root or as administrator. And that's part of the danger. Because if your machine is taken over, if a Trojan horse gets on your machine, it can be used in a denial of service attack that cannot be detected. A very serious kind of attack. Also, if you use it as root, and this is why in Unix they always say, don't be root. Never operate as root. You can do things to your system inadvertently that can mess it up. And a virus can do things to your system that can mess it up, because viruses and Trojan horses get your privileges when they are run. So if you run them as administrator, they have the capability of deleting files.
So you're not talking about, I don't have to be logged in as administrator. It just means any user on my XP system that has the administrator.
When you install XP, we have a default XP installed right here, and it actually logged me in. No, I don't want that one.
Oh.
I want that one, please. Thank you very much.
When you log in, and when you install XP, it creates an administrator account, a default account that is, in fact, an administrator account. And in this case, it's called Leo, but that has administrative permission. So what I want you to do, folks, I want everybody to do this, is not to use that administrator account as your day-to-day operations. I want you to create a new account. Here's how. You open the control panel, you click on user accounts. It's very easy, and you create a new account. I'm going to call this user. You can call it anything you want. Now, here's the key. Computer administrator, limited. Pick a limited account. Now, you can still do most of the things, including running most of the programs you want.
I can't install software.
That's right. You cannot install software. You cannot delete key files. You can't see other people's files. Now, this is important if many users are on there. Limited accounts will keep them secure from other users. I'm going to create this account now. And I'm going to now log in as user, okay? So let's log out, and we're going to log back in as user. I didn't create a password. Notice you don't have to have a password. In this case, that's not the key here. Let's log off, and we're going to log in as user. The key on this is just not operating your computer day-to-day with all the power of administrator. But you say, but I want to be able to run my antivirus. I want to be able to run software installers. Well, you still can by right-clicking on any application and selecting Run As, and then you can run it as any other user, including administrator. Now notice, when I did this, I went back to scratch. This is as if it's a brand new installation. My desktop wallpaper disappeared. It's asking me again to take the tour of XP. That's what happens. Oops, sorry, I clicked it too fast. All of these settings go back to the default.
Can I import those?
You can, and let me show you how you do that. This is new to Windows XP. If you go to Programs, Accessories, System Tools, the File and Settings Transfer Wizard.
And make sure you've downloaded the update for this, or you'll have an immense and frustrating experience like I've had in trying to.
That's really true. You do have to update it. It was buggy in the original version. Now, this is designed to transfer settings to a new computer. However, you can also transfer settings from user to user on the same computer. So basically, it's going to create a large file. Say, I'm not creating a wizard disk. I'm going to put my create a wizard disk. Oh no, see, I don't. I have to go back a little bit. I clicked the wrong button. But I clicked the one where I'm on a new computer. I want to be on the old computer. Should I just cancel out of it and do it again?
Go for it.
What it will do is it'll create a giant file. And that giant file, let's go do this again. Click old computer. This is the computer I want to transfer the settings from. I had the wrong button. And now what it's going to do is just say, you want everything? You want all the settings?
Yes.
Yes, I want the desktop, everything. Transfer it over to the new account. You'll actually log out of this account and log in. You're going to create it on a folder. You can make it on the C folder,
Leo's
whatever.
Settings.
Anything you want. Leo, that's a good idea. Leo's settings. Transfer it over. Then you'll take everything with you, your documents, your pictures, your desktop settings, your network settings. So you'll be back to the way you were. But please then continue to operate as this user account. Now you may use this if you have multiple users, but even if you only have one user, this is a good idea for security reasons. You're protecting yourself, you're protecting the internet, and you can still run all the applications. Right-click if you want to run them as root. You can still do that. Another thing this is useful for is, see this run as command? You select this and you can, on anything, just right-click on any application, and then you can say, I want to run, in this case, as administrator, and you type in the administrator password.
If there's a Trojan that maybe is installed or a malicious piece of code that's inside something I've downloaded, and I click Run As, can it then create a raw socket?
Yes,
Okay.
if you run it as administrator. So don't run Trojans as administrator. Be my advice. Same thing with viruses.
But I mean, how would you know is the problem?
Well, you only should run your own existing known applications.
But if I download something.
Okay, let's say here's the thing. You logged in as a user, you have inadvertently received an email attachment that's a Trojan, you double click it, it will not work.
Okay.
Because it needs root account. It needs administrative privileges to do its changes. It
but
can't
I mean, if
change
somebody implants it inside of it, if it's spyware or something.
No, is it running as root? No, because you are running as user. That is the most important message to get across. It's not just for you, it's for the health of the internet. Plus, you'll be happier. You won't mess up your computer. You won't have problems. It really works fine.
If I'm running a limited account, I can't run raw sockets, which means the internet is safe.
The internet is
safe. Or at least safer.
From you, anyway. The problem is most people who run XP continue to run as administrator. It's a bad habit for you and for the internet. Same thing on Unix, Mac OS X. Create user accounts. Now, you can, by the way, do this if you, I do this for games. I have a game account that has nothing running in the background, everything stripped out, just for gaming because I don't want anything else going on in the background. Nice. So you can use these accounts for a lot of other purposes, not just...
Rather than rebooting with an old DOS.
Exactly. One last thing, and I know we're running out of time real quickly. You don't even have to log off. You can switch user using this fast user switch. This makes it very easy. It doesn't even log user out. I can log in now as root, as administrator, and continue to run while my user account, even all the applications are still there.
Right.
I can switch back to
have at least 256 megabytes.
You need a lot of RAM for that because it's all sitting in memory.
If you're going to switch users.
All the details, step by step, are on the website at thescreensavers.com. Put together a little article about 6 o'clock this morning so that you can do that. But I do think it's really important that you do so.